Wow, I feel like my cheeks hurt from laughing so hard this entire episode. My girl Eva Illes agreed to come on, and she is one of the funniest people I've ever met. I mean, just authentically the silliest goose. She's a hairdresser based in Orange County. She does it all. She does cut, colors, braids. She gave me this gorgeous long ponytail braid for a wedding once. Now, my dumbass didn't know how to take it out, so that's on me. But I hope you guys enjoy this episode as much as I did. She does not hold back. She's got stories up the wazoo. And we get to know a little bit about the politics of being in a hair salon, because we all know there's always an energy afoot in these hair salons. There's some relationships, some drama, if you will. So go grab yourself a Flintstone gummy and welcome to Emily Talks Too. Okay, I always say this, over the moon. I'm over Jupiter, I'm over Saturn, that you agreed to do this because you are probably one of my favorite people of all time.
Stop.
And I know so little about you.
Okay, same, because I talk to my best friend about you all the time, and I'm like, it's just the best.
No, I feel like maybe in a past life we were like on a ship together, you know, and we had some camaraderie.
Yes.
So I have you on here because I want to get to know what it's like as a hairdresser. Because I feel like there is so much that goes on behind the scenes.
Yeah.
That is just silly, funny, spooky.
Silly, funny, spooky.
So I want to start from the top.
Yeah.
You graduate high school.
I graduate high school. Oh, wow. We're starting from the top?
From the tippity top.
Oh, from the tippity top.
So you graduate high school and you're like...
If we're talking about hair, we have to run it even back farther. I was in high school, like, or my sister started braiding my hair when I was younger.
Okay.
And then she was like, I'm so over your shit, bitch. Figure it out. So then I had to learn how to braid my own hair. And I was like, okay, cool.
You were left to the wolves.
I was left all by myself.
Wow.
And then I played volleyball. And all the girls wanted their hair braided for volleyball. And, like, girls in the morning before school. So I was like, okay, bet. So there's that origin of, like, how I can, like, do my own hair and other people's hair. And I was like, okay, I guess I like this. And, like we would be proms and stuff.
How did you learn? You just did it by yourself?
Yeah, literally. I just, like, had to, like, figure it out.
Okay.
It was the worst time ever. My sister was just watching me struggle.
Does your sister also have curly hair?
Really not at all. Like, a little bit. Both my parents' hair is really curly. Hers is a lot more fine and, like, straight.
Okay.
It, like, has some curl. She has a skullet right now. I don't know if you saw
What is that?
A video. I just posted it of her. It's all shaved except, like, little pieces right here and like a big long piece in the back.
Wait, that's your sister?
Yeah, in that video.
No way.
We don't look anything alike.
Nothing.
That's what everybody keeps saying.
Huh.
Yeah.
Same mom, same dad.
Allegedly.
Never
done, like, 23andMe, but I mean,
we don't need to know.
We're going with it. They love me. It's fine, right?
Yeah.
You know, it's good.
So then, so you always...
Yeah.
We're good with
just
the braids.
like that. Yeah, I just like cosmetology stuff. I feel like, you know, makeup and whatever.
So did you know in high school that that's what you were going to do?
No, absolutely not. I wanted to make music. I've like always wanted to make music.
Did I make this up that you were going to be a singer? Like
No,
an opera?
not
like a producer.
No, I'm not.
I'm making shit up.
I'm just kidding. No, you're not making shit up. Singer, yes, like singing, R&B. Like I used to just like always like make music in high school.
Okay.
Anyway, so then I graduate high school. I moved to Atlanta, Georgia. I'm there for like a year and a half. Because I'm like, I'm going to make music and I'm going to go where the music's amazing. Yeah. And I was like, I'll just go to like whatever school. I went to Georgia State for like a semester and then I dropped out. And then I actually went to SCAD, which is like an art school for like 4 weeks. And then I dropped out.
In Atlanta?
Yeah.
Okay.
So a lot of dropping out. A lot of just like not working out and then doing music. And then I was like, you know, maybe I want to be closer to family because I kept flying from Atlanta to New York because that's where my sister lived and my aunts and my uncles. So I was going there all the time. So I was like, maybe I'll move to New York. And then I moved to New York and I was like, wow, I fucking hate it. I'm hot and cold all at the same time and there's subways and where's my car? Miserable. I love New York though. I love New York. Like with my whole heart. To visit. I always say that. I'm like, if I could have a home there. I was literally there last week. I love New York. It's my favorite.
You were just vibing in your like little dresses.
Everybody says that. People see the pictures of when I go to New York and I'm like thriving and glowing and happy and they're like, you should move there. And I'm like, absolutely the fuck not.
No shot.
Not happening. No. I love it though. So I have the best time when I'm there. And then I was like, this isn't working out. I was just like working jobs and like trying to pay my rent and I was just like overworked. I was like, I need to like reset. So I was like, let me move back home. And I moved home like a month before the pandemic hit. Just like random. Ooh. Happenstance. Ooh. Amazing. So I moved home and then it was just like the fucking pandemic. So I was just like doing nothing.
But were you in school during the pandemic?
No. No, I moved back home again, dropping out. Moved back home. I was like, I'm gonna go to OCC, which community college by my house. I was there for like literally a month. My parents were like, bitch, what the fuck?
At that rate, get your money back.
I know, that's what they also said, because they were like, that's our money. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. Yeah.
1 month.
1 month.
Okay, so then you got back.
Go to OCC because I'm like pretending to go to OCC.
Okay.
Pandemic hits.
Okay.
I was actually thinking about cosmetology school in New York, but you're licensed for whatever state you're in.
Has to be in that state,
Has
right?
to be in that state. Hence my like hesitation with New York. I was like, let me not like double down and like be stuck here. So I was like, well, let me go home, try to do OCC. Pandemic hit. I had some stupid ass smoothie job that they never closed. I worked through the entire pandemic.
Wait.
Yes.
Oh, I thought you meant like never closed at night, like a 24-hour smoothie
That
shop.
would be even crazier.
I was like, that's a front.
You're like, where is this place?
Yeah.
No,
just it was always open.
They just didn't shut down. I worked the entire pandemic, and all of you, I don't know if you were, everyone was fucking drunk and unemployed and getting like EDD money, and I was just like working,
making a mango lassie or something.
Yeah. I wish it was that like cool. It was not.
Oh my god.
So I just had like a stupid job, and then January 2021, I finally was able to go to cosmetology school. So.
Amazing.
Yeah.
And did you know you wanted to go for hair? Because cosmetology school, you can go hair, makeup, waxing.
When I'm licensed to do all of that.
Oh.
What am I not licensed to do? I'm not licensed as a barber, technically.
Okay.
So
when you go to cosmetology school, you have to learn everything?
No, you can go to just be an esthetician, and it's like a shorter program. Or you can go to just be a barber, and it's a shorter program. Or you can do cosmetology. So I can do... me saying this on camera, I'm like, I don't know what I can do. I think I can do nails. I can do waxing and facials and all of that.
Okay.
And then hair and cutting and coloring and all that. Yeah, so like everything.
Are there just like utter Pixar characters in cosmetology school? Like I'm picturing like the villain, the emo girl.
Please.
Like tell me some
I'm
of the
sure
characters.
I was my own. I know I was my own. I'm not saying I'm sure I know I was. But there's just like, yeah, I mean, there's people that are just like die hard, like, this is like they're just like
they die by the
book
shears.
And every word and and it's a little bit like not a joke, but we know why we're all here. We didn't go to college. Like I mean, like so
there's a teacher's pet even in cosmetology school.
Yes. Wow. Teachers' pets, like it literally, that's the funny thing is, and I met my best friend who I'm still really close with, and it's been over 3.5 years now. There it felt like high school, like literally all over again, because it's really small. So there's like within each program, it took me like, I don't know, 11 months to finish it. Okay. This is before they changed the laws too, because now it's like 7 months. They changed the amount of hours that you can do. I don't know, whatever. Yeah. It literally feels like high school. It's like cliquey, and there's like little groups of people, and there's people being like, well, you didn't sit with me at lunch. Like like crazy. And we're all fully like in our late 20s, in their 30s. Some people are in their 40s, and it's like cliquey. And then there's like creepy, like older barber dudes, like being creepy. And then like younger girls being like, oh my god, that guy. Like it's literally high school, because it's like such a small group of people, and you just like get to know them all.
And you're there Monday through Friday?
Yeah, like every day, like literally like high school. And there's like a lunch break.
You like trade snacks or some shit? Stop.
There's like a little snack cart you can buy it from. We would like go get lunch, but you like have to like come back and clock in. Like literally like high school.
Knowing this is such a treat, because I remember this was maybe like 10 years ago.
Pardon?
I went to one of those, it's like a cosmetology school where you can go and get blowouts.
Okay, yeah, because you can. I used to go to my school, and I've gotten like a conditioning treatment, and then I ended up going there. Anyways,
yeah, and it was like $15 for a blowout.
Yeah,
and I will never forget. Ladies, if you have long hair, if you've gotten a blowout, you will understand the strife of this experience. Yeah. So she washed my hair; it was sopping wet at this point. Okay, wet, dripping. She started to take each piece with a round brush. And like from the top was trying to do each piece. I'm like, we got to dry it a little or I will be here until tomorrow. And
it's also, mind you, bad for your hair to do that. Unless you have like really curly hair like mine, which is going to dry very quickly.
Sure.
Your hair, I would never do that.
No, I finally was like, I think maybe we've got to do a couple rounds, take some of the moisture out.
Let me get the blow dryer real quick.
Yeah. But I was like, $15, what am I going to do? So, okay, you graduate. Isn't there like a ranking system or hierarchy once you start working? Like, do you have to start at a front desk?
No, you're literally licensed. I can literally walk out of the school licensed and be like, I do hair, come see me as a hairstylist. And I could like try to like booth rent, or I could get like a salon suite. Like, you're licensed.
So I thought it was kind of like the mail room at an agency where everyone kind of has to like start as an assistant or like start. Can you technically just like...
You can. And then you're going to be bad because you don't know what you're doing
Right.
because they don't teach you enough.
Right.
Which is just... So, like, I was taking braiding clients in school and after school because I already know how to do that.
Okay.
They're not teaching that in school. So I was like... And mind you, you don't have to be licensed to braid because you're not washing or cutting. So I could, like, I was taking braiding clients even before I went to school because I was like, I know how to do this and it's, like, whatever
Right.
money.
I will say you did a braid for me and it was one of the most exquisite experiences
That
of my
video of
life.
you taking it out is still the funniest thing ever.
And I will say that was my bad because you warned me. You have to
I like try to tell people, I'm like, listen.
you got to put oil. You
Yeah.
got to like submerge all of the whatever product you put in with oil. I put like a little dinker, a little.
No, I had a client wear that ponytail, go to Miami and wore it for over a week.
There's no way.
Yeah.
How do you sleep?
I don't know. She didn't.
It's
don't know.
shellacked
No,
to the
it-
back
yeah.
of your head.
Yeah. Like ASMR, like crunchy time. Yeah.
Good for her.
I know. I was like, period. That's how long it should last, right?
And I mean, do you lose your hair at that point?
No. I mean, if you do that every week, it
Okay.
wouldn't be the best thing for you.
Okay.
Yeah.
She's a champion.
Literally.
So I want to talk a little bit about salon politics.
Yes.
Because it's a thing,
No,
right?
it's a thing.
I remember getting mutterings from our mutual friend. And, you know, owners of salons taking like way more of a cut than they should. What is that like being on your end? Like, have you been in salons where the politics are spooky ookie dookie?
Yeah, and I feel like I've been in every position. I was a receptionist, an assistant, and then also booth rental.
Oh, so you've done it all.
I feel like I've had every like little aspect of seeing it.
Okay.
When I was a receptionist, it was great because the way they paid at that salon was just like almost felt too good to be true. Maybe cut this out. That salon has since closed.
Sure.
So
Sure.
financially, maybe not the best move on their part to
Sure.
be paying me so well.
So if you're a receptionist, they don't take a cut. It's only taking
I was getting paid above minimum, which is kind of crazy for a receptionist because all you're
Okay.
doing is like reception and making drinks.
making like cocktails.
No, not cocktails, but literally beer and wine.
Okay.
So like, there's a lot of salons that offer alcohol because you just can.
Sure.
Or like literally a coffee machine, like lattes and shit. So like you're barista-ing. And then
You're
you're
doing
like
it all.
answering the phone. Yeah. So doing that. And then it really just depends on the salon. There's some salons where they're like, so we need you to be a full-time maid and clean everything and do the laundry and sweep and mop and shine the
And you're
windows.
getting paid minimum wage.
And you're getting paid minimum wage and answer the phone. And then there's some salons where it's like what I just described. So it like, okay,
so-
I've seen a lot.
You've seen it all.
I've seen it all.
So then in your experience, do you feel like the hairstylists or the hair owners tend to be worse? In
It
terms
depends.
of like politics,
I
cattiness?
have like perspective of knowing an owner who doesn't do hair.
Okay.
And owns a salon, which seems kind of unusual because most of the time people who own a salon also work there and do hair.
Sure.
I think that was great because you're not so like involved or you don't know too much. You're kind of just there as support. You're not like, I also work here and this is how I want it to go down because I'm here every minute of every day. You
Just
know?
like being surveillance at all times.
Well, we all had a job where it's like, fuck the managers here.
Right.
And if they're there like 24/7, you're like, just kind of like, hey.
So it's kind of better to have an owner that does not do
And
hair.
I'm
That
sure
just,
there's circumstances that I don't know of where it's like great and that works out fine.
Right.
But I just feel like when it's like, I don't know, if you own a space and it's your baby and you want it to be a certain way and you're there all the time, you're gonna feel some type of way. So I get it, but
Yeah.
it's like, you know, so there's that. Yeah.
And then is there like client poaching that you ever watch, like within a salon?
No, it's not. I feel like people and I feel like hairstylists just really know to not take that to heart, and it is what it is. And if you're busy enough, you don't really fucking care at all because it's like whatever.
Sure.
But there are clients who do weird stuff where you're like, that was weird. Why would you like book with them and now I'm seeing you in the chair next to me?
Huh.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, I guess that's a testament that clients can have some politics as well.
Oh yeah, no, totally.
It's not all just within
totally
the salon.
Totally.
Okay,
Yeah.
so talking about the client.
Yeah.
If you had someone sitting in the chair getting their hair washed and they were moaning super
I've
loud.
had that.
No.
I have had that.
No.
Yes.
Okay, I was going to ask, what would you do? So what did you do?
Like quickest shampoo you ever got in your whole life, bitch. I swear to God, I don't
scrub,
care if
scrub,
this shit's
done.
dirty. Like I barely even like. I'm like
No
pretend-
conditioner.
Yeah, no, literally.
Wait, whoa.
And it's like the old freak ladies that are just like,
haven't been touched in a
yeah,
minute.
no, please.
Damn.
It's so bad. Yeah.
And then are there other people around watching this? Just like waiting to see how you're gonna handle it.
No, totally. And then you like go to the back later and you're like, bitch, did you fucking see that? And they're like, that was the funniest thing ever.
Would there ever be a circumstance where you would kick them out for moaning too loud?
I wouldn't like kick them out, but I'd be like, this is like the washroom is a quiet space for
sanctuary.
Everyone to relax and be
not
quiet.
come.
Yeah. Literally. I understand that getting your hair washed is the best part of a service.
Right.
Feels great. I get my hair washed at work all the time because I love it. Mm-hmm. But like if I'm washing, if I'm washing your hair and you've said 3 times already, oh, this is the best part. It feels so good. I'm like, man.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Yeah. And then as an assistant to get that and then not get tipped is like, well, next time you come in, just know the service is going to go down just a little bit. Just a little bit.
So, okay, then how does that work? So if you have, because historically, whoever washes my hair is generally the same who cuts my hair. Mm-hmm. If you have 2 separate people and you pay at the front and you tip 20% on the total service, do they then split the tip or do you have to then...
I think it's rare when a hairstylist splits tips with an assistant. I just think that's not as common.
Okay.
I get paid really well.
Sure.
So if they tip me, I'm like, that's nice and great and all that. I don't super feel any type of way about it, but there are times where it's like, maybe I did do your whole... I mean, it gets so like complicated there because it's like, it's not up to the client didn't walk in knowing that this was going to happen. Right. And like, if I did your whole blow dry, they don't have to then take responsibility for that and then tip me. You know what I mean?
So hairdressers don't then split tips even...
I think it's rare when they do. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because I'm thinking when I was a bottle girl, we had to split tips. And there'd always be one girl.
Well, like, that makes more sense to me because it's just like across the board, but it's like, I'm an employee, so I get my pay and then they get their pay. You know
but then if you're an assistant under someone, does the person who's above you get paid an hourly rate?
No, because so when I assist, they're on booth rental. So they just make their money. Yeah.
Okay. So that would explain why then the tip wouldn't be split because they're
doing their own thing and then they hired an employee.
Got it.
It's not like we like work we work together, but it's not like the same thing. Okay. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's so fascinating.
So if you felt like you weren't getting paid enough, you could be like, hey, like, can I get a raise? You know what I mean?
From your
from your boss. Yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So then have you ever had an instance where you're either washing hair, cutting, brushing, whatever, and you've seen lice?
You know, why was I thinking about that on the way over? Because I'm like, that is such a valid question. I've never had that happen to me, but our dear mutual friend has had that happen once. And I have totally asked that because I'm like, you've done hair way longer than me. Has that ever happened? Because I'm so horrified.
Well, so then what do you do? Like,
you're like, I have to stop the service. I have to like burn everything I own. And
like
you immediately have to go somewhere and get that sorted out.
Whoa.
Yeah. You like just have to stop immediately.
That's so spooky.
And then you have to like tell everybody in the salon.
No.
And be like, hey.
Because it's super contagious, right?
Well, yeah, I don't know. Like, not really, because they're going to jump from one warm place to another.
Not
but
the
it's like,
warm place?
But no. Nice and cozy.
Stop.
Toasty in there. So I feel like it would be hard, like, if you just washed somebody with lice. But also, it's like somebody comes and sits down in your chair and you brush them out. You would see it pretty fast, but you know, like the eggs are just white. So if it was just the eggs, you might not even know.
Damn.
It's so rare in adults, though.
Okay.
They have to have like grimy little kids that give it to them. That you know what I mean?
Yeah. Maybe
have you ever had lice?
No, but I was just thinking. I had a hairstylist tell me, she's like, I just want to let you know, like, you do have a mole on the top of your head.
Okay. I was like, let you know what?
No. She was just looking out. She was like, it's right where the sun hits. So like,
okay.
Go get it.
Okay. You're like, so not lice, but I could be dying.
Right.
Thanks.
Right.
Nice to know.
Having anyone who's like inspecting you say, hey, I just want to let you know,
is terrifying.
Stomach drops.
Yeah. Sometimes people will lose a lot of hair and I feel like I want to be like, hey, Pookie, this was a little more hair than last time.
Right.
But then it's like there's so many factors like hormones and stress and whatever. Yeah,
like at what point are you looking out, but then at what point are the clients like,
there's times where I won't say it because I'm like, this person or is gonna overthink this, or you just don't need to tell, like,
right.
Or there's times where you need to tell them, you know.
Whew.
Yeah.
Weight of the world on your shoulders.
A little bit. And it's just hair at the end of the day, but it feels like a lot.
But I feel like, how many times have we all had a bad haircut or a bad color job where it affects us more than we'd like to admit?
No,
it's like our hair is so much of our identity.
Yeah.
So I get it,
yeah.
You know. Okay, speaking of bad hair, and I know you are incredibly talented, so this is not a drag.
No, I'm so excited.
In the slightest.
Yeah.
This is more maybe a question for the masses of the hairdressers.
Yes.
Have you ever been coloring?
Yeah.
And maybe midway through, you're like, fuck. Like something's awry.
It isn't like a midway through when something's like, if you're taking on like a project and you know it's going to be difficult, the entire time you're kind of just like
praying.
Well, here's the funny thing is like, you know what something's gonna look like. You don't. When I'm blow drying your hair, I'm just as surprised as you.
Sure.
Like,
I
know what's gonna happen, but at the end of the day, it's like, you know what I mean? You really have to wait to see the end result, and then you're like, I wish I put an extra foil, whatever. I think the biggest thing that happens is like when you have bleach on for too long and there might be a little oopsie there sometimes.
Sure.
Or somebody didn't tell you what was in their hair previously. And there's a little oopsie there where you're like, you didn't tell me what was in your hair. I had someone tell me a story recently. This girl came in and her hair was literally just matted at the bottoms. You can't even brush through it. And she had gotten a highlight and then lied to the people that she then went to after and got a perm. And you're not supposed to perm over a highlight. And it's like, fucked her hair up. So like, they'll just lie. And then you're just, it's, you know. So.
That's not your fault.
No,
I mean,
not
you
at all.
gotta...
Yeah. Well, and then they try and act like it's your fault. Because they're like, look at my hair. And you're like,
Yeah, but you didn't tell me that you... I heard that that's a thing, too, if, like, women color their hair with henna. They think that that's not dye. So then they'll just be like, no, virgin hair. And then you put bleach on it and it's orange.
My mother... who was dyeing her hair with henna for the longest time, and I was
just
just
bad
like,
for your hair?
No, I don't think it's bad at all.
It's fine.
Yeah.
Okay.
If like my mom, if you're doing it religiously for 25 years and then all of a sudden want highlights, I don't think you're gonna be as blonde as you want to be, but you know what I mean.
Wait, and I saw the video of your mom too.
That was my mom. Yeah, me just abusing her, doing her hair.
The clip
She's
just
like, Ava, why did you post that? Look at my face. I'm like,
Mom, you look beautiful.
I'm like, everybody looks bad when they have the robe on. They're sitting there like this. Like, nobody looks cute getting it. Yeah, literally. You look like a wet dog. Like, nobody looks cute.
My God. So,
but yes, my mommy.
She's so cute. I feel like hairdressers are, in ways, unlicensed therapists. But in the best way. Because you can tell them the most heinous, feral shit. And as they're giving you a fringe, they're like, absolutely.
Yep. We've had that experience together.
That's how we bonded.
More me telling you stuff, but
my mouth is agape.
Yeah, there you
Agape.
go. Yeah,
is that the right word?
I don't know.
We're gonna pretend
fit
like
with
it
the
is.
context of what we were talking about.
It was.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like when you're working a full day, jam packed with clients, 9 times out of 10, are they treating you like a therapist?
It really just depends. Younger clients, I feel like, are a little more quiet.
Okay.
Like, we'll talk and I'll be like, oh, and then like you're seeing this guy and you're in this frat, and you know what I mean? We'll have that kind of conversation, and then they tend to just be quiet and like be on their phone. There are some older lady clients that will talk
they like
the
to gab.
entire time. And maybe they have kids or maybe they have like whatever they're talking about.
Right.
Stuff to talk about. What were you gonna say?
Do you prefer chatty sessions or do you prefer quiet sessions?
It's so hard because sometimes it depends on my mood. So like if I've had an interesting evening to say the least, and then I got to see you the next day, I love being chatty because I get to talk. So like, there, as much as we're therapists, I get to see people where I just get to like tell you whatever, and it's like amazing and I love it. Or I'm like in my head about my own life and whatever it is, and they're like, and I'm like, oh my God, I have to like muster the energy to like do this right now. And that's rare when that happens because I don't ever shut the fuck up and I love to talk.
But I feel like that'd be exhausting because there's a manual labor aspect to your job and then an emotional aspect.
Yeah.
And if you are working, an 8-hour day, I just would be so drained.
Yeah. I mean, it makes it go by quicker.
Okay.
So like, it's like when you're listening to music and doing something, or like when you're listening to a podcast and doing something, or like an audiobook, and it's just like going by quicker. So if they're like talking to me while I'm doing it and you were foiling for 2 hours, for me it feels really quick, and I'm like, wow, that went by so fast. There are times, however, though, where I'm trying to focus and they're in the middle of like an intense story, and I'm like trying to like think about what I'm gonna do next on my end, but like talk to them, but not pause, because then I'm taking too much, you know what I mean?
Well, because each client needs something different, so I feel like trying to listen and also know where the foil, I would just,
It's hard sometimes because like they'll be in the middle of something and I need to like cut them off and be like, sorry, where do you part your hair again? They're like, so when he died 2 days ago, I'm like, sorry, pause, where do you part your hair? And then I'm like, back to what you were saying.
Oh my God. Yeah. Okay, so then what is the craziest thing that someone has said in your chair?
Oh my God. That's a really good question. You're going to make me think really hard right now. Probably, oh my God. should I even say this? There's a client who has a boyfriend. She's on the older side.
Okay.
He's on the older side.
Got it.
They don't live together. To make this as discreet as possible, she basically is saying at a rather loud tone in the salon that she has a lover who comes and visits her and she cheats on him.
Oh.
And I was telling her about my love life in like a hee hee ha ha kind of way.
Right.
So then she was like trying to hee hee ha ha about that. And I was like,
she hee-hawed you
she
down to the yard.
Yeah.
Whoa.
To another country. She like really, yeah. So,
Are you saying that this older gentleman is a sugar daddy?
yes.
Okay.
They are in a relationship.
But she then goes off.
I've seen her sit in front of me and buy like a $12,000 pair of earrings.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
With the older man's money.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. Well, not her money. She's sitting there getting her hair done. Whoa. Yeah.
But then she's hooking up with someone else.
Is what we were told. Yeah.
I mean, what a dream.
Yeah.
Sounds like the best of both worlds.
Best of both worlds. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Is there a pet peeve among all hairdressers? Like, is there a collective pet peeve that you guys have with your clients? Like showing up with super oily hair?
That doesn't bother me. Honestly, what bothers me even more is when people come and they're like, I washed my hair because it was dirty. Like, don't be a pick-me. Like, just show up with dirty hair like everybody else. Like, I'm gonna fucking wash it anyway. Like, it's annoying. They're like, I washed it for you. I'm like, you don't get brownie points for that. Like,
sure.
Whatever.
So oily hair is not a problem because sometimes I show up and I'm like, I'm so
oily hair is not a
sorry.
problem. And I know that you have like medium dense hair. There are some clients that I know who have like really thick hair and never properly shampoo. And just for like them, I'm like, you should just be doing better at home so that I'm not the only person giving you a good shampoo.
Sure.
So there's that. But then I'm like getting involved in somebody's personal life and I'm like, whatever, fucking shampoo your hair however you want.
Not the pick me.
No, because it's like I like washed it before I came. Like, what?
You're like, I'm gonna wash it again.
Yeah, well then cool, sit down. I don't even need to wash it. Like, it makes me feel like useless. I'm like, great.
She's the one moaning.
No, stop. Yeah, she's like, I already washed it. I guess like wash bowl etiquette is something that like bothers everybody. If they're not gonna,
What does that mean?
Like if you're like not sitting in the bowl properly and you're just like moving too much or like you're like just lifting your head up. There's just like, I don't know. Either you like know how to get your hair shampooed or you don't. Like,
you're like, just sit there.
You just sit there.
Yeah, enjoy it.
Don't open your eyes and make direct eye contact with me. Don't.
Does that happen?
Oh yeah. They're talking and they're like, I'm like looking away. I'm like getting farther back into the background, just my hands. I'm like, please. It's yeah.
People really do the most.
They do. Or I'm like, you're like, I give every client a scalp massage. And if you're just there with your eyes open and you don't look like you're enjoying it, I'm offended. You don't have to like it. It's fine.
Sure.
Don't moan though.
That's where we draw the line.
The balance.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Who's your dream celebrity client to have sit in your chair? Whether
my
that's
God.
braiding, color cut.
That is such a good question. I've like never thought of that.
Maybe it'd be a house call.
Yeah.
Dead
I'm
or
like-
alive.
Yeah, I'm like, who's somebody that I would like enjoy like hanging out with? You want to know, this is gonna sound like some pick-me shit to say, I would want to do like men's hair,
Okay.
because simultaneously they don't care at all, and it's
With
like
the outcome?
not the outcome, with just like the entire experience, because they don't know anything.
Sure.
But when a girl is like, that brush and that product, and then what's that? You know what I mean?
They're
girls,
just grateful to
Girls
be
know
there.
stuff. I'm like that too.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're just like, get my fucking hair braided. I'm high anyway. Like,
Right.
whatever. You know what I
Right.
mean? Like, but also at the same time, men care so much more because they're so self-conscious because they're men. So, like, I've done male clients where they're like, it's whatever, you know?
They just were not jazzed.
Yeah.
I do feel like...
And it's like the easiest hairstyle too.
Stop.
It's like so basic. And I'm like, dude,
do
your
you
hair.
feel that more with braiding or with cuts?
I've had it with cuts too.
Okay.
But more like, I guess my braiding clients would be like the insecure,
Got it.
picky type.
Got
And I'm
it.
like, baby boy, your hairline's just receding. It's okay. But
They're blaming you.
we're
for
just,
their
I know, I'm
receding
like,
hairline.
you're literally almost like 40. You're just pushing it. Yeah. You know.
Yeah, I'm trying to think, like, who would be then your male client?
I know, I'm like, who would be a good... I literally, this sounds like... And I, like, don't even know if I like Drake. I feel like he kind of pisses me off. But, like, if I were, like, to just go do a house call, it would probably be Drake.
Oh, it'd
I
be a
feel like,
blast.
yeah, it's just, like, the easiest hair to braid. Mm-hmm. He just seems like... I feel like he'd be chill and,
You'd
like,
have a
not
little passion
super
fruit
picky.
margarita
Yeah,
or whatever he
thank you.
drinks.
Yeah, like, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, this is more a question for me.
Yeah.
Let's say that you get a cut and color. The total's $500.
Yeah.
Is the expectation...
What? Where are you getting a cut and color for? Well, it depends on the color. I guess when you say color, I'm thinking darker, like all over. It could be highlights, and then it would mean $500.
So I'm thinking more of my sister, who's a blonde.
Got it. Okay, yes.
And I know the bill that she racks up.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm going off of. Is the expectation to tip 20% off of that?
Okay, so I just had that experience.
Okay.
I have a lot of younger clients. Economy's bad.
Sure. It's tough.
At the end of the day, I obviously do pay for product and I have to pay my salon rent, all that. But I am making 100% of the profit. Younger clients weren't really tipping me.
At all?
Side note, yeah, at all. Side note, I've had some where they're like, mom pays and the mom doesn't tip. And I'm like, hello. Anyways, I just raised my prices.
Okay.
So then if you want to, me putting myself on blast, I'm like, so then if you want to tip me, amazing. And
That's
then if
weird to not
and then
tip
if
at
you
all.
didn't, it is weird to not tip at all. I always tip because I get a lot of service. I get a lot of services done. I always tip.
Yeah.
Even if I fucking hated it.
Sure.
I have bad tattoos.
You're like,
and I have tips.
love it.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I love them.
But
so
I know when it gets higher.
Yeah.
Like, I only ask because I saw this video, LOL, where this woman, she's a nail artist.
Okay, yeah.
And she says that she doesn't expect her clients to tip if it's like, $300 to $500.
Yeah.
But I don't know if the same goes for hair. I don't know if like the cost of goods are lower for nails. I don't know if nails are more frequent.
Well, you want to know what's interesting about nails is that I feel like the amount of effort and like time that they put into that is always not enough money. Sure. I always feel like nail techs are underpaid. I just feel like it's such a cheap thing to people mentally that they're just like, I'm like when you go to a nail tech, you go to their salon or their house, like they're taking like time. I've gotten nails done for like 2.5 hours before with like nail art. Like I used to get like really long, like intensive nails and they're only charging like $100 and I'm like, that's crazy because I can charge $100 for something that took me like 45 minutes.
Right.
Like, you know what I mean?
You break down the time. I mean, if it's 2 hours and you're getting paid $50 an hour, but that also includes the goods, like the materials,
expensive and stuff and all that, and then you're like seeking this person out for their art. Anyways, I feel like no, artists are underpaid. That's besides the point. I feel like I would never be like, I don't expect to get tipped because like I'm always gonna say yes to money. What the fuck? If you want to tip me, tip me. But yeah, I just raise my prices so that I don't have to feel butthurt after and be like, damn, you know.
And then do you ever have clients who tip you an absurd amount?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I'm like, that was crazy.
Male clients or female clients?
Female, older female. Just
They
like
hook it
very
up.
nice older female clients. Yeah. Yeah, hey.
If you have
your pockets are deep, might as
it
well
up.
tip people. Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Keep the economy going.
Thank you.
So I know you work 9 days a week.
Yeah.
Okay, 48 hours a day.
Yeah.
Where do you fit dating into this? Are you single? Are you dating?
Well, considering the fact that I got home at 2:30 in the morning last night. Very late. I'm single. I was in... this actually kind of goes hand in hand. I was in 2 very like long-term relationships that were terrible and they were such bums. And I'm fully confident saying this on camera. They were not at my level. I work a lot, like you just said. I make great money. I live by myself. You're not on my level. And it was just like draining me to like try and date and do all this, and getting bitched at for going to work and working so much is psychotic.
Yeah.
Men are insecure. On top of the fact that whoever you date wants you to do their hair. Yeah.
On top of getting just absolutely obliterated verbally? Come on.
I already did hair all day and then you want your hair done. And then you're going to complain about how I did your hair. I've literally had that happen. I have literally had that happen.
You did it for free.
No, please. I did it for free because he's my bum-ass boyfriend. This is my first boyfriend. The middle part was off. I cannot believe I'm having this memory right now. The middle part was off. I have never had a client be so mad at me.
I love how you call him a client.
Not even a real... Now he's just a client. Not even a client. But isn't that insane? Men are fucking crazy. This is what I'm talking about. The easiest hairstyle I've ever done. It's like literally just fucking braids. And I'm like, great. Like, I love doing stuff like that. Which is why I do like to do men's hair. But the middle part, he felt like was like slightly... Which it wasn't even. I would admit if I thought it was like bad.
Oh, and he had a shit attack.
No. The men are so insecure. Yeah. So dating is hard because they all want you to do their hair. I also combed out all of his locks. He had locks like down to like here.
Whoa.
And
For free.
for free. And we're not together. For free.
You sent him a Venmo request when you break up.
3 years later.
Yeah.
I'm like, so that'll be $1,500.
Thank you so much.
I should probably just Venmo request his mother because he doesn't have any money. But anyways.
Okay, so dating is a little tough. I mean, I also know you work really long days.
Yeah.
I'm sure the last thing you want to do is come home to
Bro.
bullshit.
Living alone has like...
Oh, it's a dream.
It's a dream. I come home to nobody being annoying.
You can recharge.
No, it's the best thing ever. Yeah,
a
so I date
dream.
very late in the evening.
Hello.
Yeah.
We're having fun.
We're having fun.
Yeah.
We're
That's
just
all that
having
matters.
fun. Yeah.
So with each episode, I do a little bit of word association.
oh my god, yay.
I'm going to give you 4 words.
Okay.
You got to tell me the first thing that comes to mind.
So you say one word and then I think...
Yep.
Okay.
But whatever you say, it can be a phrase, sentence, person, place. It's whatever comes to mind.
Okay.
Are you ready?
I'm ready.
Perm.
Fucked up.
Balayage.
Outdated.
Shears.
It's fucking scissors.
Club Penguin.
Oh my god, no, I love Club Penguin, please. No, oh my god, please. Okay, wait. This is more than a word answer. I'm like, or like a phrase. Fucking Club Penguin got taken down, right? And then they made like a new one. And no, now I'm just thinking I'm gonna go home and go on my laptop and see if I can I'm gonna play Club
why did
Penguin
they shut
tonight.
it down?
Because it just like no one was playing it. And then
please.
Disney bought it and then they made like a new Club Penguin, I think.
They probably have some like, stupid Disney references in it.
I cannot wait to tell my sister.
Did you also play Neopets?
What was Neopets?
I might have been a little older than you during that.
It's not Webkins. That's something else.
Something else.
Something else. Okay, no,
I honestly even forget the point of the game. You're like in a witch's brew as like a little hamster. None of it made sense.
Please.
None of it made sense.
So funny.
Yeah, I need to go home and play Club
Penguin.
That shit went hard.
That was such a good one. Oh my
I took
God.
you back.
I'm like gonna cry. What I fucking love Club Penguin.
Because you could also like kind of flirt on Club Penguin.
Please,
like
I used to get flagged all the time because I'm like, hey, baby daddy, and they're like, you're not allowed to say that on Club Penguin.
Like,
I'm like
go back to the
12,
ice
being
house.
like, yeah, no, literally,
You're in jail.
you literally would be like on house arrest when you'd say something bad. And the Puffles, oh my God, stop.
Oh, the Puffles.
I had like 12 of them.
Yeah, we're gonna go home. Let's go on at the same time.
Yeah,
and we'll link up.
Yeah, please,
Yep.
please,
Yep.
please. Oh my God.
So I know you work in probably the whitest part of Orange County.
Most definitely.
And I know that you also do braids.
I do.
Is there any Karen activity when you show up at the salon?
Oh yeah.
Big time.
Not like I've had anyone say anything or do anything. I feel vibes.
Sure.
I sense energy.
Sure. You're getting some looks.
I already, as myself, get the energy and the looks towards me and just like how I dress and look and talk and interact with people.
Yeah.
I feel like I already get a little bit of that. Mind you, I'm really young to be like in that area and in that world, in that salon space, like booth renting. They're all older than me. There's only one.
Some animosity?
Yeah, there's only one other girl that's like my age. And I think there is just a little bit of like, I don't know. It's a huge thing in the hair world of like older hairstylists being like, this is how it's done. And you're supposed to like fucking break your back and like be dressed to the nines with a full face of makeup. And if you're ever taking a break or eating food, like you're not hustling hard enough. And it's like you guys just like never have like, yeah, I have to pee. And you guys have just like never realized that you should like take care of yourself. And like, it's not that cool to like work like that. So there's a little bit of that goes on. And then yes, I will have my braiding clients sometimes come in and I'm using braiding hair. Mind you, there are just as many like weird moments that I've had. There are just as many really cool ones where people are like, this is so cool, and like I love watching it happen. But yeah, like using the braiding hair and they're just like, I don't,
some looks.
Yeah, or like just having like male clients come in and they're just like, and I'm like, that's so racist.
While some girls getting some ombre. And
yeah,
like, all right.
no, literally, it's
coexist.
the funniest. Exactly.
We can all hang.
It is funny when my clients come in and they're like, this is where you work. I'm like, listen, I got to do it all to pay the bills, okay?
Yeah.
Like I can't just do one thing.
How do you cope? Like, what are your vices? Ooh. Uh-oh.
What are my vices? Lots of self-care. I do
that is not a vice.
Well,
that's how you cope. That's how you cope.
Let's define self-care. Sure. I'm like, online shopping is self-care, right? So just like spending all my money.
Yeah.
I love to shop.
Yeah.
Eating food, like whatever I want. I am constantly eating whatever I want. Like all my coworkers are always like, oh my God, you're like eating like the best thing ever. I'm like, baby, I'm burning like 50,000 calories a day. Like, and I go to the gym on top of it. I'm like, I can eat whatever I want.
Yeah.
So like eating whatever I want, because I would hate to be restrictive. It would feel sad to be at work and be like having some like sad little lunch.
No.
Work is already sad. Like
Some lettuce with olive oil and balsamic, please. We're not doing that.
please. Yeah, food, shopping. I smoke a fuck ton of weed
Absolutely.
after my day when I get home.
I love how we changed that from a vice to self-care. We're changing the narrative. We're changing the tone.
This is my self-care.
Yep.
And then I always get a massage like every 2 weeks. I love to go to iSpa.
Okay.
Trying
your
to go to
back
like
broken?
go to the I've never had them scrub me because I'm
Okay.
scared.
Okay.
Because I'm a baby.
Well, I told you I did it yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe they could hit that one area for me.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I told you they massaged my tits.
Yeah.
Not even like a brushing over. There was like
Yeah.
intentional.
More than a man's doing, so maybe I should go.
Please.
You know.
That's incredible.
Yeah.
I'm going to start saying that. It's self-care.
That is my self-care.
I love it.
I go to the gym a lot. That's not a vice either, but just like,
No.
yeah. I'm not a drinker.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
Drinking's overrated.
It's terrible.
It's incredibly overrated.
I feel like shit. I
Yes.
literally feel like shit.
I feel like shit during and after. I'm
No.
like, what are
tastes
we doing?
bad, and then I just like have a headache. Yeah.
and it
hate
kind of lingers for days after.
Yeah, no. Not a vibe.
No.
Not a vibe.
So I end each episode with the same question.
Yes.
We're going to bring it back.
Yeah.
What do you wish more people understood about you?
As a person or a hairstylist?
Both. Either.
Aw.
That can be, yeah, like within you being a hairdresser, showing up, cutting hair, coloring hair, being in that atmosphere.
Yeah.
Or that can just be as you as an individual.
Wow. That is such a good question.
Yeah.
Oh my god. I guess I would have to say that, like, I, as a hairstylist and a person, am always like, this is another human being, having another human experience.
Yeah.
So I'm also a person.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm not just wherever you met me, this girl doing that thing, or just your hairstylist.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Like, I just am always just like, this is just another person fucking struggling because
Right.
life is hard. So I feel like just understanding that I'm also a person.
We're all going through it.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I think the people who tend to be the funniest, smiliest, energetic
I was
people.
also gonna say that is that I'm like very good at just like, I mean, and I like to be like this. Like, I'm not gonna fucking walk out the house like Eeyore and be like, I'm fucking depressed. You know what I mean? But just like,
Yeah.
you know,
we all have our days.
Yeah, we
Weeks,
do.
months.
yeah,
Who said that?
lifetimes. But,
Yeah.
you know, yeah.
Well, I love you. You are such
Aw,
a
I
delight.
love
I'm going
you.
to tag your Instagrams.
Instagrams.
And please book this woman. She will
Book
give
me.
you
The best hair
cut,
ever.
color, braids.
How's your hair? Wait, sorry, I'm cutting you off. We can talk about this later. What's going on?
So I think the toner just kind of came out a little bit.
Are you
the
purple?
will not come out of my hair. To be clear, you did not do the purple. I did the purple myself out of a box, and it is holding on for dear life. So I'm gonna have to come back to your chair and
That's
maybe we do a little
remember when people were
stripping.
doing Kool-Aid? Did we have this conversation about when
No.
people were dipping their hair in Kool-Aid in like middle school?
Was it staying?
Yeah.
Like was it actually?
No.
dyeing your hair?
They were dipping their hair in Kool-Aid. It was staying for fucking ever until you cut it off. My
we
friend had it
drank
in for
that?
like 5 years. What?
And we drank that,
Yeah.
and it's dyeing hair for like
yeah.
months. Hello.
So your entire inside
just purple.
permanently purple.
Whoa.
Anyways, yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna come back. We're gonna fix this.
Yeah.
Okay, I love you.
Love you.
Just
Yay.
we're gonna keep doing hair and book
Yeah.
her, please.
Book me.